Red line and all that, bro.
Yeah, I feel like us as a people, we've always forgiven, and we're not the forgiving culture. We want to be made whole, and you can't make amends with somebody who knows that they've wronged you and refuse to do anything about it. So I think the conversation starts there. How do we make things whole with them so that we can function as all Americans? Because right now, there's two separate Americans.
I salute. I ain't gonna hold you. My opinion, it would never be a solution because the quote unquote the people in power don't really give a fuck about nobody except them. That's with them.
But how do we make them give a fuck about us?
Honestly, that's a good question. Like
Well,
half people won't even have a conversation with the other side to even get a solution anyway. So it got to be an understanding going on. If people think that they gonna just wake up one day and say, "Oh, we did them wrong. We gonna get them money." That ain't happening. It, now, if certain amount of people come with a certain solution or whatever a way to make that point across to the certain people that has the power to make this call go through, then that might be a different situation. But
I want to. I need $1 million in free education for my kids. Now I can start to see you respecting the value of my life again. So it's not gonna break your economy. It gives me some reparations, and my future is in place because now they're able to get free education. That's what I. Because nobody explains to me why we have to pay to go to state universities that we pay taxes for. But
true.
that's maybe another question for another day.
That's gonna be a bigger fight right there when they say, "All right, we're gonna give y'all the reparations," but then they start picking and choosing who get it, and
You
motherfuckers
know that's
don't get
coming.
it, and don't. Man, that's gonna be a whole other fight.
You know that's coming. So
I can
one of the
see them
rules
toying
is
with. I can see them toying with us like that. Like, all right, we approved the reparation, guys. You just got to do this, that, and that, and to get it. And it takes
Or
years to get. No one really get it. Motherfuckers is fighting over it. Shit, splitting up families. I see that shit happening already, bro.
hey, Black Day, I'm gonna go with you. This the way. This what they get us real quick, real quick. All right, we gonna let y'all get these checks, but if you have a felony, you're not able to get one.
Mm.
Mm.
A weed charge, anything? Nah, not a weed
Mm,
charge. If you do anything that make us feel like you're gonna spend this money in a bad way, so we scanning your Instagram, see if you did this, did that, did.
Hey, better yet, they'd try to hit you with if you had like more, I say more than 5 jobs in your lifetime, they're considered like, oh, you irresponsible, so we can't give it to you. Something along in the guidelines like that to just to try to keep it away from a nigga. Excuse me, from us.
well, at the end of the day, the first thing to get over is what Dr. Claus said, and that's your fellow brother feeling like you deserve it. So, like, when we have these conversations about what to call ourselves, that shows me, that leans me to race side, saying we'll never get there, right? Because if I gotta adhere to the Afrocentric or whatever that is, to be classified that way to get it done, then I'm willing to bend. If we got to call all ourselves Black Americans, which we can go back at least 20 years and see the harm brought to Black Americans, and it's an easier point for me, then I think it'll be easier to be achieved. But the first thing we got to do is what do we all classify as before we go and demand anything?
Mm.
I think that's a question. we probably need to start pressing on the Black Caucus about. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's the group that kind of got what say so in their eyes to kind of do something for us, right? The Black Caucus, right? Is it the Black Caucus or is it I wouldn't even could you say NAACP?
No, not the NAACP. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the group of black senators and congressmen
Yeah,
that
them.
are supposedly up there for us, but they never do shit. Them-
Yeah, and I know it's numbers you can individually call, and back in the day when I was young, I used to call the White House. I can go on and say it just to say shit. Nothing bad though. I was just trying to see was it real, you know.
Oh, Joe,
But
you been on their list then. Now I see why you so low key. You used to call the
There it
White House
is.
in Ukraine. You been
Disclaimer,
on that list, man.
disclaimer,
There
Joe. We
is the
on
First
we
nigga
on
fucking
you called,
YouTube.
mystery
nigga, you was
right
on that
there.
list, Joe.
Just a disclaimer. We on YouTube, Joe.
oh my bad, my
There
Nah,
is
you
the
good.
They
I'm
know
just
fucking
Tim.
him,
Why
saying.
you
Eddie.
on?
They
Why you
know him
calling the
already.
White House, Tim? Tim, stop calling the
nigga.
White House, Tim.
That is the mystery of Joe
Shout
right
out to
there, nigga.
YouTube
We
too. Shout
know
out to
it.
YouTube, man. Pull up Fanbase, come join the camp. It's every Thursday.
Every Thursday, man.
Hey,
Salute to
Joe calling the
everybody.
White
Salute to
House
everybody.
Like Eminem in the Y.
Chico, that's what I'm over here,
And I'm
nigga.
going
That's what
Sprite.
I'm over here,
The
Chico.
motherfucker.
Chico, can you imagine young Joe calling the motherfucking White House, nigga?
It's like I said, motherfucker ache.
Oh,
And I'm going Sprite. Because y'all been there
This
pressing niggas every day.
oh
nigga.
my,
Hey Joe, every day you never
oh
cease to
man,
amaze me,
dog. That
Joe.
nigga Joe, my nigga,
Calling the White House is fucking crazy, nigga. As a kid,
my
Joe,
nigga.
you
You
is
know, you
out
gotta
of
blame that shit
control,
on my
bro.
cousin, man. He,
Bro.
Let me speak
oh
to
man,
Bill
we,
This
Clinton.
ain't nothing one of my cousins could have said. Nothing one of the 30 cousins I got could have said that got me to call the fucking White House. Nigga, you crazy?
yo, I thought it was Cap, but ain't like, ain't like I said, yeah, let me speak to the press. I knew you, I was thinking that, all right. I was thinking I could say that, but I was just basically just left a voicemail and shit.
But see, this the thing. This gonna be the separator for me, Joe. Did you do it one time and that was it, or you did it that one time and you fucking liked it, and then you did it a bunch of times after that?
I called different departments.
I
See
say,
what
I know
I'm saying? That
goddamn
is the
well
fucking point right there,
Joe
Joe.
called numerals of times, bro.
Numerous amount
When
of
Joe
times, nigga.
had a pressing issue, Joe called young Joe.
Hey,
I just don't understand why we
once he
got
got through
world
the first
hunger.
time,
I got
once
something
he
to
got
say.
through the first time,
I
nigga, it was
mean,
over
we
with,
got the
nigga.
lotto, but people ain't got. We got homeless
All the
people
numbers.
on the street.
Nigga was
Here,
calling
Joe.
them off the hook.
Oh,
I'll
Once
call
he,
off direct
eh,
phone.
once he got that
Win
first
tickets
hit
to
of,
Summer Jam. My nigga calling the White House. Oh shit.
once that nigga got that first hit of
Hey,
dopamine, it was over with, nigga.
hey, I wanted to call No Limit Studios, but I ain't never do it.
Hey, hey, while you was
Let me
playing,
speak
I
to people.
I was gonna call them too.
Y'all ever call Mike Jones back when he gave his
Yes,
number?
yes, I
I
did.
was about to say, I know y'all call
I
Mike
know
Jones.
that number got
Two eight
used a
two eight
lot.
one three 281-330-8004.
004.
Yeah,
Still
Mike
Hit
Jones
Mike
was
memorize the
on
Jones
the
up
shit.
road.
on low.
That was
Mike
Still
Jones
actually a
was
memorize the
great
shit.
marketing scam. If he would have
Crazy.
capitalized on that marketing, if he'd have knew what, I mean, you got to know everybody gonna call the number, right?
They said Soldier Boy bought that number
no,
and
it
put
was
like
he
his
had
ringtone
something. I
on it or
forget
some
what it
shit.
was, but he did have something that when you called, it was some like shit. Sometimes that nigga answered that bitch, and then sometimes it was like a little after a while when it got too crazy. I think he did try to capitalize like on some funneling folks to some shit type shit.
Oh, so that was
At
his real
first,
number, right, Chase?
Got the
no,
That's his
phone
real
number
shit?
back
it
now.
was
Oh yeah,
it
that was
was
for
his real.
sure. That was for sure his real number.
At first you probably could accidentally get in contact with him, but then after that, it went straight. It was just straight voicemail after that. After a little while,
Is he still around?
he was on Clubhouse.
Yeah, he
He
still out
was
here.
on here on Fanbase.
They should have had him at the 50 years Grammy shit, man. He deserved to be up there with them niggas, bro.
Oh no, they had Bun B for that.
Yeah, they put Bun.
Yeah, that was a big ass
Mm.
record. He had a big couple records, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. His run was crazy. He actually, what boys don't realize is the shit. As much as we like these other artists out the H, until Travis Scott came and just blew everything out the water because you know he more of a pop type artist, so his numbers is obscene. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Yeah.
out the H did his number numbers, but before that, Mike Jones was I want to say the best selling artist out the H, bro. Because that goddamn Who Is Mike Jones shit, that shit was commercialized so much, like, and you know that's what folks that wasn't from here, like the shit that they heard was who Mike Jones, who Mike like repeating verses and shit.
Mixtape
That's what they
after
heard.
mixtape. People was
And I'm gonna
waiting
say,
on that
Yeah, they
album.
didn't.
I'm gonna say this one too. That nigga probably was the quickest bag runner up in Houston, my nigga. Cause
There
that
it
Yeah, we
nigga
was
is.
got the
fucking
Bullshit.
with
bag when
Mike
he hit
Jones
that
in New
hoe,
York
nigga.
tough, bruh.
In two,
There
three
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
years, I
that's what
can't
I'm
even.
saying.
Mike
He was getting love up top. So everybody that's getting that
That shit was
love in New
tough.
York, bro. Like that's the shit that was on the radio. I knew he was gonna be big,
It
but
was
I
tough up here. It
I
was
knew he
tough
was
up here.
real big. Yeah, when he cracked through that New York fan base, I say, oh, this motherfucker he made it.
It
That's
was
how
we heard
he got.
about Mike Jones more than we heard about a Bun B or a Pimp C. Like I'm
And
telling
think
you, bro.
about
He
that
was
to
that
us,
nigga up here. We thought he was from up north type shit, how much we heard of his shit.
and think
But he
about
was
this, bro. To
worldwide.
us from the South, bro, to hear that is blasphemous, bro. Like
But that's the
who,
thing, like
you know?
to
But
you it's
that's the
blasphemous,
industry,
but at the end of the day, you can't control
the
what
industry.
somebody's ear is. Hold on, let me land. You can't control what somebody's ear is gonna gravitate towards from your city is because
hmm
okay, the foundation of the city, I get it, but you can't control that another artist may have caught or other people gravitated to them and not the foundation. I get how you feel though.
Now, salute to Black Dave. What you saying? Because like I'm not from Texas. I'm right next door. I was in Arkansas. I wasn't that big of a Mike Jones fan. Don't get me wrong. He was cool. You know who the one I was rocking with, and he ended up getting an award when he got famous when he got in the game. That was Chameleon.
I'm about to say chameleon
Chameleon.
now.
That was it for me. But you he didn't stay in it.
Nah, he didn't keep doing music, but
Chameleon, hey
if you
Joe,
kept following chameleon, it's because he got a bigger bag,
this,
bro. He got a
Yeah, he
bigger
went to the
bag
Texas
outside.
hey
game.
Joe, hey
Bro,
Joe,
Yeah,
it
the
could be a
difference
blessing
between
and a curse
Chameleon
when you
and
got a song
the,
that's so big, bro. You can't outlive the song again. It's like you set an expectation so high for yourself to get past that is hard, bro. I'm saying
hey
that
Joe,
Riding Dirty was a big ass record.
hey Joe, the
What up?
difference
What up,
between
Ray?
Chameleon and Mike Jones. Mike Jones might be our age, but he wasn't out during our age. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we grew up on Chameleon and motherfucking Bow Wow and
Mm-hmm.
shit. I
That's
was a
what
grown ass man. Mike Jones, like, what the fuck,
Hey,
nigga? I'm
I'm gonna
going
tell
to his
you right
club,
now
Ice
why
Field
Mike
and
exactly.
Jones
shit.
There it
caught
I'm
is.
up
going to
That's what
north,
Ice
it is,
bro.
Field, his
Ray.
club and
I'm
shit,
gonna
my
tell you
nigga.
why
So it was
Mike
two
Jones
different
caught up
levels,
north
man.
more than other artists from down south. Cause he had that big record.
What happened, Black Day?
My
You
fault.
probably
I
got a
hit the
phone.
ghost out. I hit the ghost out. Nah, your shit gonna go to every region. If you on the radio, his shit was really, really, really on the radio. So, and it was part of that whole ringtone generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a big That was a big time.
Yeah, sometimes you could hit a perfect storm. I think he hit that perfect storm. Ringtones, radio play. You know what I'm saying?
Who else? Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
One hit
That was
wonder.
a big ass record,
Raekwon.
bro. That
Nips.
Yeah,
was my
one hit
first
wonder.
house party
One
they
hit
was
wonder.
jamming at.
Yeah, I was jamming it. You know what I'm saying? The beat was nice. I ain't worried about the lyrics, but the beat was nice. We talking about Mike Jones and Jay Quan over here. I just
Jaquan, I
came
mean
back. You know what I mean? I
Jaquan.
just thought I went over to that room, the ranch room, whatever, and they on some other shit over here. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Y'all was talking about that two black shit. I went in and just beat my ear and listened for a few seconds. Woo,
They just
boy.
Wait a
called it
minute.
spicy.
Kareem said it's crazy.
It's not spicy. It's that and I'm being respectful because we're on Isaac's app, whatever. If you create an app, like it was supposed to be the counter in the clubhouse, where your words, you were censored, whatever may have you for your thoughts. Now, business wise, we understand you want to be available to everybody, but if you present topics of a room, like yo, you know we had controversial topics over there. People gonna get in their feelings because that's what they resonate with, and then you have to dumb yourself down to for inclusion purposes.
Why you
Now,
got to dumb yourself
we're
down?
CMB. Like I said, before we go out there, jump out the window, we'll come talk to y'all. They invited me on stage. I could have said some things, but I just listened. Didn't say nothing to disrespect the brand, whatever, because I didn't want to say what I really feel. Y'all know I can go off the top. But at the end of the day, if you're doing for the business aspect, inclusion is all available because you want the green. Chico said it best. Ain't no color behind the green. But if you're going to have an app where you have people speaking about the issues that pertain more so to black people, then you can't just say because you're white, you feel like, well, you should include me. Or if you're Mexican, you should include me. Because when you have these conversations, when you get to the nitty gritty of it, people going to speak from the trauma that they have endured. If I say,
Why do you why do you have to dumb
but
yourself down to include other ethnicities into some of these
because
conversations
they're
to
the ones
make it
feeling some
feel
kind of way, and the funny thing about it is a black person feels some kind of way. We even hear it from the other sources. If they got ran up the app, you hear them say, "Well, I don't want to mess with fan base because they too black centric over there. They're
Oh,
not diverse
all
enough
right.
for me."
Mm.
Kareem, let me ask you a question. What happened when it got too black in the clubhouse?
ghetto.
They brought whack.
Oh no, no. What?
What
See, here's the
happened? But what
thing.
happened to the app though,
Black
Kareem?
was there
The
before
projects
we even
came.
gave it to
No, my
CMB.
bad. No.
Motherfuckers nuked it still.
Bitch
They
died.
still
That
ran it.
word
We ain't
stood.
there now, but they
So
still
do
got their
you
little
want
bit of
the
numbers.
do
They
you
still
Shit,
want
got
to
me
bring
over
the
there.
ghetto?
we ran off
I'm gonna
that
tell you
hoe.
right now, if y'all think every employee of Fanbase is black, y'all highly mistaken.
I know,
Oh,
This is a
right?
Nah,
diverse company.
I
We're
saw
black
that for
owned.
the
It's a
video,
black
and they're not.
owned company, but all the components of the company is not black. It's diverse. We saw that in that tech shit just now. Motherfucker had a French
Yeah,
nigga
I
and a
saw the
German
same
nigga
thing.
talking that bitch.
Right. But see, what I'm saying is, it's a catch-22. If you want to be multi-dimensional with the people, then say that from the beginning. This is that for everyone. This is that for all people of all walks of life.
when did
Now, if
you
you're
ever
trying to
hear it
make
was
them
just for
something to
black
counter,
people though?
like I said, y'all keep talking about black communities, black wealth, generational wealth for black people, but every avenue it comes to that we try to do something for us, it's always we gotta include everybody else. When everybody else don't include us with they shit.
Good
Obviously
luck
they
with your
do.
black on I'm
You
black,
any
I'm
of y'all
black.
on
I'm
stage,
selling
you
the
get an
black. I'm gonna
invite
be
for
Yo,
black, black,
obviously
LGBT
black,
they
black,
club
black,
do.
open
black.
But
up.
Good
Kareem,
luck with that.
Kareem, every company you see, even if it's black facing, they got some diversity included, and that's part of the resources. Like if I can go over to France and get a certain type of cut for my jacket that I'm working on, I'm gonna go over there. It doesn't mean they owning it. I still own my shit, but we just sourced out some collaborative pieces. I
I
still
get
got
what
the
you're
ability
saying.
to fire that nigga if I want to, or that French man if I want to, because it's my shit. You know what I'm saying?
This is where you just want to be for all everybody. Because if you black and proud, you got to have that with limitations. You got
No,
to.
you don't,
Hey,
bro.
Kareem, not
No, you
even the
don't,
Black
bro.
Panthers was black from top to bottom. What
Rainbow
Did
organization is
they
Coalition.
black
bring
from
it in
top to bottom?
Mexico
Rainbow
and
Coalition.
Not
didn't
even the
they
Black Panthers
form?
was black from top to bottom. I see videos of Puerto Ricans marching with them.
Y'all don't
So what
remember
we talking?
Forrest Gump when he went in there with Jenny? Come on, man. What we
The Black
doing?
Panthers.
They had an unknown group named the Underground Weathermen, and there was all white people with the Black
White
Panthers. It was
people, yeah,
called
we know, Joe.
Underground Weathermen.
I would like to see an
And
organization
that
that
helped
was
in their
black from
demise
top
too.
to
Add that
bottom.
Now,
part.
hey, hold on.
No,
Okay,
this
so
we're just going
let's
on.
have
We
this
just
conversation. Since we got this title up, let's have this conversation. Do anybody know who John Brown?
A white man, I presume.
Yes. Do you know the story of John Brown?
Nah, break it
No,
down.
sir. Tell it to me.
All right, so I'm gonna have to get. We're gonna have to play it, dog, because I don't wanna discredit this man. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot, bro.
He
But
helped us
this
out
is the
too.
type of shit.
People at
He
the
was helping
bottom,
us out.
the people at the bottom, still looking for everybody else's help, and they never ask for ours. That's crazy.
The NFL is us helping them. Imagine if there's a whole bunch of white people throwing fucking football around. That shit wouldn't work. Sorry.
MLB used to be that way, bro. We had to go create what our own league,
Shit,
didn't
not,
we?
not
The
even the
Negro League.
soccer in Europe. They can keep that shit all white. Everything is
Like
diverse.
I said, they had Major League Baseball. You had to create your own league to even have an opportunity. And guess what happened? When they saw them niggas over there doing what they was doing, oh, we can use them for profit.
Yeah, they used
Ain't
us.
never gonna ever be all black anything.
I would have loved if
And
we
I got
kept the
that out my
Negro
mind a long
League.
time ago.
We should have kept that Negro
I
League,
mean,
Kareem.
what, when you say that, what are you saying? Are you saying it can't be all black owned?
Hey yo,
Hey, so
Chico, let me tell you something. There was a time
Bro, you
that they
close
did
minded.
their
Let me
thing
tell
and
you
we did
something.
our
You
thing.
close minded. You gotta open up,
All
bro.
right, bro.
Like just because we're
You think
doing
about all
business
you
with
think
them don't
about is
mean
the
we
money.
selling out our community.
All right.
No,
Now,
no.
the one thing I can agree with
What
him,
the fuck you gonna do without no bread, bro? First
Chico, the
off,
one
like
thing
it's an
I can agree
economic
with
thing.
him is that the MLB did see the Negro League and say, "Oh, we need them," so they coerced into having the Negro League shut down so all the blacks could come over to MLB. I'll agree with that because I
Act,
do my research on
act,
Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson. I live right next to Polo Grounds, dog. I do my research. I know what's going on.
yeah, so the reason why the Negro Leagues got shut down is because if you stole a player from another team in the major leagues, you had to pay for said contract. They did not have that rule for the Negro Leagues, so they can come and take their star players and never had to recompensate the team for that. That was another white supremacy thing.
That's crazy.
And that's
So
also
they'll
the
come and offer
plantation
them
thing too.
double what
Add
they
that.
making in the Negro Leagues. If I'm coming to offer you double what you make in the Negro Leagues, I don't care about my like. I love you, Kareem. I'm loyal, but shit, they about to double me up. I gotta go, right? But what happened is those teams weren't able to survive that impact of that star player leaving and taking his salary that they paid him. So that the Major League Baseball teams never had to pay the Negro Leagues anything to take their player middle of the season.
It just bothers me. Like, when can we ever have anything for ourselves?
Because they ain't gonna let us have nothing for ourselves. They gonna keep putting their fucking feet on our neck. That's why. Look what y'all
I don't
just said.
subscribe to
Look
that.
what y'all
I don't
look what
subscribe
y'all
to
just
that.
said.
I'm sorry.
The ABA was ours, and the Negro League was ours. They killed our shit out to make their shit better. Both times they emerged and killed our shit out. So we don't have no
I-
ownership. That we don't have no nothing. Nothing.
I'm
They
sorry.
just use
I
us
don't
as
subscribe.
workers.
I don't subscribe to that notion. I don't. I don't. I'm sorry.
You describe
I
you
live in
subscribe
2023.
brain, no color,
I live in
the money.
2023. No,
Yeah.
no. Because I'm the owner of my business, I determine who I decide to spend my money with when I need to re up on supplies or I need to buy
Oh
something
no, you gotta
to
be
fund my
diverse.
business, right?
You gotta be diverse. You can't just do business with black people. You gotta include white people. Then you're a black nationalist.
So
What
you
you
don't
mean?
listen to shit I say.
You choose who
You
you
just
do
gonna
business with.
continue to be closed minded, bro. So continue to be closed minded. Good luck with the melanated business and see how far you get.
You just said
Oh,
you
So
you
choose
so
already
who you
dumped
so
do
that.
business with.
Oh, you
Chico, you
already
telling
dumped
If I
that.
come to you as a white person, you
Chico,
don't do
wait,
business with me. I
wait.
can say you were discriminatory because you was a black man
So you saying
and
melanated
I was
black
white.
people won't make money unless he have fuck with other races and other nationalities? He won't make no money at all because he a all black business.
Would you go to a caucus tax preparer? Would you go to the Caucasian tax preparer? That's the name of the
H&R
business.
Block.
Caucasian preparers. Asian
Yep.
Asian
We do it
Asian
every
R
day.
block. There it
TurboTax,
is.
We
Chico.
do it
That's
all the time.
Like
TurboTax,
for
Chico.
me, I don't want to go there
They got
because it
all
look
that
like
shit.
they catering to Asians, right?
Hey,
I'm
Chico,
just
you
We
buy
saying.
do it all
Timberlands,
the time.
Chico? Hold on. Chico, you buy Timberland?
No, I'm in
You
Detroit.
you 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 don't buy Timberland.
I got all my Timberlands for
No, I
free.
don't. No, I don't. It's a
You
racist company. I don't. I choose where I spend my money.
But
oh,
they
Also, don't go to a
Timberland is
you
city
ever
called
drink
Livonia that's
VF
stout?
right
Corp.
next to my
And that wasn't a
right next to
myth.
my
That's
city
Hey,
because they're racist. So I get to
Wait,
Chico,
wait,
choose
wait,
where I
wait. He
spend my
never
money.
said that. That was a myth. He never said that. You know, like I do know that, right?
Well, I
just
don't
like
work. I don't.
Tommy
You know.
Hilfiger
You
never
don't
said
say
he
it
don't
was no
like niggas
myth,
wearing his
nigga.
shit. It was a
How you know it's a
misconception.
myth?
Cause he
no, that was
said
real.
that was
That
a
was
myth,
real.
bro.
It wasn't no myth, bro.
Who? So you saw him say that?
I
Nigga, the way
never
they
heard the
throw them
Timberland shit. I'm
shoestrings on
keeping
that
100.
motherfucker, that ain't no
Bro,
damn milf.
hey,
We starting to see
A
how this works.
tree.
Springfield.
So a
Springfield.
tree.
All
Come on,
right,
that nigga
all right.
said.
Let me put a
Hey,
All right.
fact
So
out
what's the
there. Let me
point?
put a fact out
I,
there.
Okay.
I'm finna man.
Timberland
Okay. If
is
I wear
part of a
Tim's,
corporation, VF Corp. Other people in that corporation is Vans, um, Supreme, and a couple other big name brands. Vans is the biggest one. Timberland is basically owned by Vans right now. They're not a racist company, Vans. I'll say that. I don't know what the dude who created the Timberland tree said, but from my understanding, they have never put out that they're a racist company or they don't want black people. They black people harm or so. I never heard that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
so
I'm gonna go on
I'm gonna.
Facebook and Instagram right now and tell them that it's too white.
Fun. I mean, I don't know if this is a fun fact. Inside of British night, the old British night shoes. Inside of it had KKK written inside of. There's a old. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Did anybody else get a invite to a conference call like on here through their messages?
Mm-mm.
Oh, hey, they
They
Uh.
saw
trying to
you
they
drop
trying to
that.
walk you through
You
them
from
doors, Eddie.
Clubhouse.
They trying to bring you through the
Yeah.
door.
They said you was from Clubhouse. They saw you, Ed Bundy.
Just wear your mask
Once
when you go in
again,
there, bro.
they're gonna poach you. Come over here. Shout out to Nino
Mm,
Black when he brought that clip from that movie. And
yep.
it works. With all the white people at the table talking about
Hey,
what they're gonna do with us.
hey, hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think all these designer companies hate racist to black people. We just their biggest consumer. That's all. They really don't want us to wear their shit. Honestly, be truthful, and we
I
still
look
wearing their
more
shit.
like
Well,
Right.
we had
And
some
the
black.
moment
see
we
I
take our
see like
dollars
Hey,
somewhere
y'all
else,
tripping over
that
We
Timberland.
Chico
got
Y'all
some.
National
tripping more
resident,
about
hey,
why you
Gucci
leave?
put out a
How
I
can we
honest
fucking
to
bring you
God,
back?
black lip
I honest to
mask a
God
couple years
think
ago and niggas still buying that shit.
exactly. I
Cause
honest to
they
God
spun
don't think
around
none
and
of these.
did a photo shoot with Gucci Mane. Niggas don't give a
I don't,
fuck about that. What about
hey,
that
there you
black
go.
lip mask y'all just put the fuck out?
I don't think none of these motherfuckers care. They care about they product being sold. I don't think they don't give a fuck about who wears it.
And then you get black people that
That's my
resonate with the
point.
same ideology.
That's my point.
I, hey, I
When they
got a
go in
question
them
though.
meetings,
I got a
they
question
talk about gross margin.
to get back on topic. Um, has there been white people that went harder for our cause than black people? Just asking the question.
No, unless it was some financial means for them.
Yeah, I don't
I
consider
say
like
yes.
going out and protesting for a couple days going hard. I just consider
I
that
don't feel.
you might have been
I don't.
doing something that was trendy at the time, or you wanted to
I
look
don't
good
feel like.
find your coworkers or some shit. I don't look at that as going hard.
I don't feel like there's no way we can definitively put a yes or a no on it if we don't know them. I do feel it was white folks that went hard for the black folks. As I mean, I feel anybody would agree that there was some folks that tried to go hard for them, but to say that didn't go harder, there's no way for us to know that definitively.
I'm not saying going harder. I'm
Now,
just
why
saying
would
you
they?
got some. What I meant by that is you got some black people that don't give a fuck at all, and then
Right.
And
you
that's what
got
I'm
some.
getting. That,
You
that's my
got
yeah.
some
That's what
white
I'm
people that
getting at.
actually out here in the trenches getting shit
Right.
done. You know what
Exactly.
I'm
And
saying?
that's why I
That's a
say you
Or
fact.
can't
have
just say
gotten
no.
shit done.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Kind of
Some
like,
saying. You can't just say no
some
to
white
that.
folk though, I'll tell you
kind
this,
of like
a
the
lot of white
situation
folks
that happened in
consider
Flint,
a lot of
Michigan.
white folks consider us their ally or they we allies, whatever. Say, no, I'm allies to y'all. Some white people have the freedom to go and do that. Some of us are on survival mode so much we can't even fight because we too busy fighting to put food on the table and food in the fridge. But some of these white folks, all right, you come from money, you could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks off work, you got a stable background. Fuck it, I can go fight and support these black folk. Why not? It's easy for some of them to do it. It is.
I'm gonna just say one word: integration, and that's why it resonates to this day at this conversation we saying now. Point blank. Period.
Well, you
Diversity.
integrating in their business. I say integrate the white people into my fucking boardroom. I said into the showroom. They in the showroom, not the boardroom, my boy.
You're
And they may
using
be
them as
one or
an
two in the
asset.
boardroom
Get it?
if they're useful. You know what I'm
You
saying?
have the same
If there's
ideas
a
that they
talented,
have. Their money is green, just like your money is green. How to sell to a Negro
So Kareem, when have the black man ever had his money just circulating with himself?
outside of Black Wall Street and places like that. Never.
Even Black
there was
Wall
more than
Street
Black
had to
Wall
shop
Street.
outside and bring stuff in, my brother.
You gotta buy supplies,
I
bro.
thought they were
Like
They was
self-efficient
they
there.
they they,
Ain't it?
they
Ain't
was
it?
selling
Ain't
to
it? Ain't it?
themselves, bro.
Ain't it?
They
Ain't
was
it?
Yo,
selling
Ain't
to
I
about
they
thought they were
had
time?
themselves.
self-efficient.
Ain't it
They had
about time to
doctors
write
there.
a
They
book
had
how to
schools
sell?
there.
Ain't about
They
time to
farmed
write
their
a
own
hey
land
whoa whoa
there.
whoa? Ain't about time to write a book
outside
how to
in it.
sell to white people? Ain't it about time? Ain't it about time to make that book up? How to sell to white people? Ain't about that time?
It ain't hard. They buy all your hip hop.
we
I'm about to say, sell the white folks dress it up like the culture. They gonna chase after that shit.
listen. We
They the ones at
already
they the
have
ones at your tours
conquered.
and shit. It ain't
Look,
us.
Out
look, we've
here,
conquered.
Jews is everybody landlord. Everybody. I'm talking the Chinese food, the Arabs, the African. Everybody landlord is the Jew. How do we get over that? They own all the shit out here, all the real estate.
It's time to pack it up and find you something else.
So where you gonna go?
They own a lot of shit.
So
So we
if y'all
got
can
how to
if
sell
y'all
to a white
come
person down. We got how to sell to a white person down. How to sell out to the white person. How we invent the culture and sell it. How we invent the wrench and sell it. How we invent the stoplight and sell it. What we have to do is fund ourselves because we're redlined out of business loans. Therefore, I have to pool our resources to pull this invention off so that we can keep it and I don't have to fucking sell 51% of it. We know how to sell to them. What we don't, we know how to sell out to them. What we don't know is how to just sell to them as consumers. Because once they see we got a good thing, here they come with they invest. And then we don't know business and we end up making a weak ass watered down deal. That's what the fuck we gotta do. Stand on our shit that our intellectual property, we gotta own it and you can invest in it,
So,
but you cannot own it.
so Chico, let me ask you this: do
Man,
you
one of
think
your
when
owners
white folk, hold on, do
gave
you
back
think
the
when white
mattress to
folks
people that
see
he had
us,
down for
do
30
you think when
years.
white,
Where we
hold on,
going?
do you think when white folks see us, they can sometimes see the dollar signs behind our talent? That they can see that a little bit more than we can see ourselves. Do
That's
you
the
believe
only
that?
value
Over
we
and
have.
over and
Like when they
over
looking
and
at a nigga
over
go
again.
shoot that basketball, they thinking dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign. But his other three brothers don't even think that because this is just natural how we do this shit.
Yeah, like they said, somebody gave LeBron $100 million check. Just know that somebody wrote him that check. LeBron is an employee.
So would you agree with what I'm saying? They can see the financial return in some of our stuff before we even see it.
Yes, they have a better business acumen than us because
Right.
if you're raised, let's take what's my man that owned Nas's album, right? If he grew up in a house where his
MC
father's
Search,
already
27
in the
years.
if he if he's already in the music game, growing up watching his daddy make deals, when he gets of
Right.
age, he can see the value because he's been taught the value. We are not taught A to even start a business. You ever told a black person to start your own business? I have. They be like, oh,
Plenty
wait,
of us
that's
did it
way,
before now.
I could never do that. That's like, I got to go to work and save up,
So, no,
and then
don't
I
do
can
that shit.
start a business.
No, it was plenty black businesses before now. This ain't no
No,
nuance.
I'm talking about the majority, sir. Keep on segmenting it. I'm talking about as a whole. Most of us, if you broach just the average black person and says, Just put a number on it. How much you think it starts? How much you think it costs to start your business? Right? They're gonna come with some misinformation. Right? We don't know how to close the deal. And that's the problem. We know how to build a business, start a business, market a business, all that, right? What we don't know is how to see that business through. But now we're in a new day where a black man can create an app, not have full funding to grow the app, but can go and choose crowdfunding, right? So now we can pool our resources. That's the same thing as crowdfunding, right? I just think we have to own our intellectual property because if we own it and we follow through with it, then we'll be the big corporations as opposed to having to go sign deals with them. Now I can go sign a deal with Dave, and Dave understands me and where I'm coming from. Therefore, the deal is more conducive to my success because we have a camaraderie as a people. Now, if you still going in there and it's black and white, they're never gonna see our side because they don't come where we come from. They can't understand it. So it's like ownership, ownership, ownership.
Clubhouse did, and that's the reason why we end up leaving over there in the first place. You know why? They said to us, "What you put on our app, we can use and sell," and we got mad about that. That's my intellectual property.
And we went to a
They can
place
get
where we own
monetized off
our
of me.
intellectual property. Now we own our
You know, you
intellectual
never
property
do.
on an app that's
Even when you do your music, you own your intellectual property. You got to pay for that or buy it back.
that's misinformation. But we couldn't.
Where's the misinformation?
That
Unless
if
when you
I
go into the
go in,
game, that's a part of the deal that you make with them.
You just want to
Everybody else,
argue.
yeah, you do.
it's not about no
I
argument,
can't.
man. Dan, you can't say nothing but just go along with Joe the top line, son. You just want everything to go float. That's what it is, and that's all it is. You don't question
No,
shit.
I don't. I don't
It's not the
understand.
question because a lot of times you're not questioning it because for the last half hour you ain't questioned nothing. You just stated the obvious every time. Well, it's like that. They get to do it and they do it. And da, da, da. Like, so what? That's not questioning
What you mean?
anything.
So what? Whenever you do it.
But that's not questioning something, is what I'm telling you.
All right,
You
bro. You
stating the
got it, brother.
obvious is not questioning something.
Okay.
Sometimes,
All right.
sometimes you do question things. Sometimes you do, but here lately, in the last few minutes, you haven't been questioning. You just stating the obvious for argument's
Like I
sake.
said before, and I'll say it again. I'm gonna end on
Hey,
this.
Kareem, I'm gonna say this,
You're
Kareem.
playing their game, and you hope to be the best at that game while you're playing their game. You're gonna never be playing your own game.
I don't believe that, but okay.
Mm,
So what's
I
our
don't
own
believe.
game?
Right, like where's the own game being played at? Because I want to
No,
go to
no.
that game.
Let me
I'm
cook.
tired of this game.
What's our own game? Because we don't own rap. We don't own no sneakers designs. We don't own any type of music. We don't own many of our own restaurants. We don't own. We don't have our own type of food. We don't got our own. Like what's our own game? We done sold out off all our culture. What's our
Right.
game?
So
Not basketball ain't
all
our
you
game.
can
Niggas own
be
that.
is
Look
the
like the
best you
white
can be
Slenderman
in their game.
fucking on basketball. What's that nigga name? The white skinny ass nigga with the glasses? The fuck?
Well,
White Slenderman. That's who telling niggas to run around on the court. White Slenderman.
Ice Cube owns his own league, but
Yeah.
But a lot
Only
of these
only
selling, hey,
NFL
but
play, NBA player I seen to go over there was Jalen Brown last year, man. We need more promotion for Big Three, man.
And see, the thing,
yeah,
my
he trying to
thing, my thing
get
with
Melo over
Kareem, with you, Kareem, is
Woo.
what you just said. We just gonna play the game, play their game the best we can, and we never gonna have our own. I thought us collectively here in the CMB agreed that yeah, we gonna play that game and we gonna all come up and we gonna come up collectively so we can try to start to create and own our own. But you sitting here saying that's never gonna happen. Which one is it? Is you with us or is you not?
Once again, everybody that preceded us that did the same thing found their space within the
I
game and got
ain't worried
comfortable with it.
about them. I just want to know, nigga, is you
No,
in
bro,
or
I'm
no?
not jumping out the window. I told you, I'm not jumping out the window. You're not gonna do that
Say
to me.
less. Say less.
So the ultimate goal in whatever you call this system is to negotiate from a position of strength, right? The only way you negotiate from a position of strength is if you own your intellectual property and you're profitable, right? Now you're threatening something that they have going on. So they have to come and collaborate, negotiate. We want to be a part of what y'all got going. You know what I'm saying? That's how you assimilate, right?
Build your own.
Uh-huh. And now they're gonna eventually see their profit margin start to shrink, and they're gonna find your number. I promise
When you the best notary and the cheapest, most efficient tax man in Atlantic City, I bet they find you. That's your own.
Yo, nobody
Like
knows
I
the
said,
name of that
you got it.
white
I
guy
said
that
my
worked
piece,
for
brother.
NBA, bro, with the glasses, the bald head guy.
you. Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Thank you, bro. White Slenderman. Good looks.
Boy,
I
I'm
was
trying.
like,
I've been
we
I
trying to
know
already.
what
figure
he's
this out for
talking
20
about.
minutes. That dude looks scary, yo. He look like a
Hey,
ghost.
we confirmed. He AI. We confirmed.
Man, I don't think he got to be the
Him
commissioner.
and that's Mark Zuckerberg cousin.
No matter what you confirm, he gonna get
Yes,
paid
David,
sir.
top notch
David
dollar
Stern
off the
been
nigga work.
grooming Adam Silver for like a long time. He been in the
Probably get mad. Let me stop.
Was
Hey, that nigga black,
was he?
that nigga black pulling Joe. Fuck that. What's his name, man?
And then the ownership of the league, they're majority. In the NFL, majority of the owners look like them. But go ahead, continue on.
There you go, stating the obvious
Well,
again.
what if we marched off the field as a whole and say, all right, you, all that's all we out. Ain't no more
Do
Super
it,
Bowl. Ain't no more Rose
do it,
Bowl. Ain't no more Pro Bowl.
do it.
Well, they had a
You
chance, and
can't
it almost
compensate the people
happened.
like they can. That's the difference.
chance to do it and they didn't do it.
That's the thing.
So
It'll take
during
like
this,
30 years, but it's gonna get
You think
better
you
than the
could pay
NFL because all the good
anybody
players
that's
over there.
not can get on team and pay Deshaun Watson $255 million
hey, Kareem,
over
blink
10
blink your
years?
mic when you're done, so I can talk.
Go ahead, Chico. Go ahead, Chico.
So they had a chance to do it in the last strike. Do y'all not remember how quickly they resolved that strike when LeBron, and I don't want to start strike no emotion, said he was about to take the stars of the NBA on a globetrotter tour. They was gonna rent out fucking arenas. They all being locked out of their NBA contracts, so there was nothing that the owners could do. When he made that announcement, oh, the deal got done.
That lockout.
So yeah, they could have done it, but they went back to the league.
And that just reminded me, Chico. NBA is so popular overseas, like Asia. Oh, they love NBA, man.
Especially in China.
And that's our most diverse professional sport. We do know that, right? We've got GMs, presidents, owners, managers, coaches, trainers. Like it is the most diverse league.
Right. They get a chance to be up to Hirachi, but they can't own. Now go to that number.
Bro, I just couldn't even come off the mic fast enough. He beat me. I was agreed, troll him. But Kareem, I thought you was gonna stop, man. I really did, man. I believe that you.
Hey, I wasn't on the app
He
yesterday,
can't
but the
help
last
himself.
time I was on the app, that boy had a good talk of how much he was gonna chill. But
Yeah.
shit, as
Chill,
soon as I
don't pay
come
the
back,
bill,
he
nigga.
Chill, don't
damn.
pay the bills. Is
What happened to
crazy.
that?
Like that. But we still got niggas wearing Gucci after they put somebody in this. Look at my PTR.
Yeah, that started the boycott. You remember the Gucci boycott when Ti said it. He got
Hmm.
attacked.
Yeah,
And
I
then
ain't
and
gonna
then
lie. That
Floyd,
shit was
remember
a
my
that
fault,
shit was
David.
a mean ass boycott. Lasted about a whole 5 minutes.
Remember Floyd
Man,
bought up the
Mayweather was in the
store.
store. I don't give a fuck. I'm
man,
still wear my Gucci.
I got a pair of Gucci shades on right now.
That's
Nasty word.
and the problem is when they said don't ride the bus back in the day, you couldn't get caught black on that motherfucking bus. But today, if we say, hey, don't wear Nike, man, fuck is you, nigga. I'm wearing my Nikes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see where we at?
Mm.
Bought these. This is my money.
You know
We
what I'm
feel like that's
saying?
our
Fuck is you
freedom.
to
Oh,
say
I could
I
just go
can't wear
buy whatever I
Nikes?
want.
Hey, shit, that's all
And
I.
that's
Hey,
I'm a
that's
free
You
all I
black
niggas,
gonna
man.
what
I
say.
you
go
what
buy
this
they
a
shit,
coat?
whatever.
What this a coat or something?
Hey, Stu, that's all I'm saying, nigga. I paid to get my prescription in these hoes. God damn, dog.
They probably nice glasses too. They got some nice frames. I can't lie about that.
Well,
I'm
what I
pretty
heard in
sure
the
some
last
of them
room.
people going to work in Alabama felt like they should have got on that bus. Like shit, my travel to work would be easier if I just got on this motherfucking bus. I got to get in this car with 7 other niggas for the
3 miles, nigga.
Ooh, yeah, everybody didn't have carpooling. That's a fact.
But
So
no
you
cars
you
back then
you're
like
you're
that.
not gonna sit in the
They didn't have to. The people that did made up for it.
So I will ask you this on the whole, comparing the two, like what would you think if we boycott Gucci, what would we be boycotting it? What would be the change that we'll be looking for if we boycott? Now I ain't defending Gucci. I don't got a piece of Gucci nowhere in my catalog. That ain't really my stilo. But just devil's advocate. If we boycotting for the mask, okay, we boycotting in search of what?
Content creators in the room that'll tell you this dumb as fuck. Don't you even make a sample of this stupid shit? That's offensive. So I think we're looking for representation on the creation side.
Right, and I
That
think,
was
and if I'm
what
not
T.I. said.
mistaken, they did come out and take that one
We're
off and
begging.
acknowledge that they wasn't really hip to what the fuck they was kind of getting at. And then I only say that because I think about it like this. Sometimes I think we kind of give racism and ignorance of racism. We got to understand it's blatant racism and it's ignorance too. Like if we boycotting because we want them to acknowledge that, hey, y'all made a folly right here. This shit is unacceptable, and y'all need to revisit. You know, this in particular situation. But like I would say, if historically, do we have like, and it's just me playing devil's advocate, asking questions that I don't know. If do we have like a line of Gucci showing like, oh yeah, we don't support the black, you know what I'm saying, or we don't fuck with black folks or something like that. Like it's certain other brands we know,
No,
But
like
you
there
also
some
gotta
other
it's on
hold on,
look,
file.
look.
Rock for a second. You gotta understand Gucci. Black person is every designer brand's number one top consumer. So they would never come out and say, all right, we don't fuck with black people. But it like where I'm from up north, we have some of the most well dressed and respectful racism that you will ever encounter. They're not gonna directly call you a nigger to your face, but they're gonna do everything to make your life hard, and you're gonna feel that racism. It's respectful. The police do it, everyone do it. Now, if I'm calling for a boycott for a brand like this, who obviously still has money, still gonna make sales, et cetera, et cetera. That means we're not working in none of their stores. We're not walking down none of their runways for any of their shows, and we're not modeling their shit. All of those before we stop buying it. Now, every time you see a Gucci ad, it's gonna be white as day. Tell me if they're gonna sell as much as they selling without no black models.
No,
Mm.
I agree. I agree. What I'm saying is,
Real
what
quick, let
are
me say
we
something real
doing
quick,
it
Taylor.
I
just
don't
to
Taylor,
think
make
they
them
need no
sell,
black models.
get less sales? Is that what we doing, or are
Look.
we trying to
I'm trying to
show
answer your
them?
question.
Okay,
So
Go ahead.
the fact that no one in the room could recognize the offensive nature of this sweater means that you have to change the tone of the room, right? There needs to
facts.
be diversity in that room to say that's that design. If y'all put that out, y'all gonna be in trouble. That means we're not represented in the room in the designs, but yet we want to put it on as a status symbol, right? Well, it
That's
wasn't
the
made for you because they never thought about you when they were designing that $1,500 shirt you got on, right? So if we're going to hold this brand up, then all we're saying is we need to be included in the materials that you make. There needs to be someone from our community in that room that helps you cater to us.
You sound like
That was
Kanye West.
actually Ti.
yeah. Like I
Just now
said, I
You
kind
do
of
remembering.
that's
sound
that's
like
kind of what
Kanye
I was
West.
looking for right there, Chico. Like basically, like getting when I'm saying we are boycotting the brands and all that whoop whoop. It don't really, to me, just boycotting them without a sense of understanding what the true issue is, because again, that's what I was said. What I said at the beginning was, well, at the beginning of that statement, with, I don't think they went into it saying let's find the most racially, slick shit and fuck these folks. I don't think that that's what, because they are smart business people for the most part. I would assume, right, that you've been doing. Gucci's been an established brand for years, and whoop to whoop. I don't think they go in there and was like, hey, yeah, we can do some slick racist shit. I think it, like you said, it's a kind of it's something lacking because
Hey,
nobody in here was able to tell y'all
hey,
that might have been slightly offensive. We need
hey,
to be
This is
fighting
the
for
brand book.
change in the in
look,
that room with the
look.
decision makers, and that's what I agree with right there. That's
Now
what I
this
was
what I'm
getting at.
saying. What if they did that shit just simply for publicity, my nigga?
That's what it
All
was for,
publicity
right?
is good publicity, man.
And it got the
Because
controversy and
I
it
looked at
sold.
the
And no
timeline.
matter what it happened, they
Niggas
got
went and
post
bought it just
sales
because.
or they made people burn they shit and make them look at it. You feel me?
And I
Put that shit
simply
right
got
at the
on this
top of
point.
COVID, bro. And that's exactly what it was for. Because right after that, they spun around and did a Dapper Dan collab, and they did a photo shoot with Gucci Mane. They knew exactly what they was doing, but we
Still,
wanna
Bring
nigga.
you niggas
make
back in the
them
Still,
fold.
sound better and shit.
still,
They know what
nigga.
they doing, bro.
To bring you
But
niggas
but
back
I
in the
only
fold.
I only brought up this scenario to say that it's tough to take a stance for us because when Ti did it, he was attacked. Everybody said what they wasn't gonna do. He laid it out like clearly. Like here's the mission, here's what we want to see from it, and here's how long it's gonna last. Like he laid out the plan, and yet we still couldn't adhere to it. Right? We attacked Ti. Like all kind of shit started coming out. Floyd want to come out and go against it, right? Like that's the unity thing that we were talking about the other day, right? I might not agree with the stance, but because you were harmed, I'm gonna stand with my brother and say I'm not gonna wear any Gucci. And because you plainly laid out the plan on what we're doing, right? We're not just boycotting to be boycotting. We actually have a plan and an end and a
Oh
timeline.
shit. Hey Chico, and this hurt my feelings too. Just cause T.I. freaky ass nigga, him and his wife, we lost all the traction that we had with that Lords in London motherfucking reparation shit. Ain't that a bitch?
Destroy his credibility. You
That wasn't
don't get that
wasn't an
privilege.
accident. That
You
wasn't an
can't make
accident.
mistakes.
Compete with the voice, but that wasn't on accident.
That's
Notice
what
he don't
I'm
talk about it.
saying, dog. That's fucked up, bro.
He
He
had
had some
them walk
traction with
down
that
in the
shit,
corner.
bro. He had
No,
some
he had their
traction with
ass
that
in the
shit.
corner, Ray.
Di-
He had the
Oh,
documents where they insured slave ships, bro. They did the race.
Wow.
Yes. Lords of London traveled all the way back to insuring the slave ships that were bringing slaves over here. So therefore, you
Wow.
guys on y'all $1 billion company benefited from those slave trades. Can we get ours, please? Let's add up the interest. I'll wait.
Hey
That's a
Chico,
that
good
Nico,
way
nigga
to
didn't
go
we
had
run
about it.
through
he
like
had major traction, black. But everybody want to
Wow.
see how freaky he is. Ain't that that's some hoe ass shit, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up. When they ain't got nothing to do, they just go for the low blow. That's some bullshit.
Or did somewhere somehow that got dropped to get us off and discredit him? Do we be listening
That's
to some of these
exactly what it
videos we
was.
listen to in this
That's
room?
that trick
Because I
shit
don't
that
think
Joe
we
be
be
talking
listening.
about, bro. That's
I
that
was
shit
I don't
about to
Joe
think we
be
say
be
talking
listening.
about. I can't even lie to you. You feel me?
I feel
like
like the
30
Jonathan Major shit.
companies.
My fault, Stu. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Dave.
One of y'all go.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Say y'all don't remember we named like 15 to 30 companies that was still connected to slavery. I mean, we walked that shit down. Though.
Facts. Fortune 500 company.
Fortune
So
500 companies. Yeah.
where's the money from reparations gonna come from? The corporations. But who owns your senators and your congressmen? Your corporation. Same motherfuckers that's giving money to Trump. Critical race theory. We'll break it down.
That's a nice concept, critical race theory.
Now to flip it to something that happened more recently, they said Jonathan Majors was going to be one of the highest paid, well, the highest paid black actor of our time with all of the Marvel, I believe it was, movies he was about to be in. Because of that thing that happened to him, he was dropped by that Marvel. So now he's
He
lost
gone.
billions of
Well, he
dollars.
ain't
Do y'all
going.
think
See,
that was kind
see,
of
here's some more
played
information,
too?
James. DC signed up for 20 mil.
See, there it is. Y'all about to say that he was canceled and he was done. DC Comics signed up for 20 million. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research.
Who's bigger, Marvel or DC? I'm not in that world. This is an honest question.
Doesn't matter. He still got the 20 mil.
It
That's
Supposed
all
to
it's
fucking
get
matters
about.
if you
500. He was
sign.
supposed to get
Look.
500.
It matters if you sign to Nike or Adidas, bro. Don't say it don't matter. The budgets are different at Adidas than they are at Nike, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Kyrie signed to a singer that ain't even in America. But he
I'm
making his
not saying
bag.
he's not in the game no more. I'm just saying that was a huge financial loss for him getting dropped from Marvel. That's all I'm saying.
And think about how the other side loves that
He said the
Marvel
same thing
shit.
about John Morant, and they gave him 25
So
games.
so
Like,
what
at the end of the
what
day,
what what
you're still a pawn in their game. And they can pass you around on this plantation that is. So, so what you gonna do?
I
Get in where you
forgot
fit
what
in,
I was
right?
gonna say.
That's what the best of us do. It's always us that at the lower shit that's complaining about it. But the people at the top, the Oprahs, LeBron James, the Michael Jordan, you don't hear them saying nothing about nothing
Kareem,
when
can
it
I say
comes to the
something?
people. They good.
So what status does that put that man at if he's gonna be the face of Marvel for the next 3 to 5 movies? He's gonna be a global superstar, right?
Yep, yep. A lot of us don't get roles like that.
Nope. They give it to what's my man name that was on Heron? Iron Man. It's okay for him to recover. Yeah, but to the topic, man, I don't think we can make amends until we make up. We can't make amends with them until we make amends with each other first. So I think it starts with us healing brother to brother, sister to sister, brother to
That
sister.
was my statement, Chico. I say we can't mean with nobody. We still hate ourselves. A lot of us still hate each other more than they hate us. It's some white folks like niggas more than niggas do, and that's just facts.
That's a fact. That's why we always say everybody can't win
Wow.
because some of you niggas is going to pro and it's gonna sell out the mission. So
But that's also, unfortunately, I
And
feel part of
some
the
of you
design
niggas gonna do
to
anything.
separate and divide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, unfortunately, it's just a well executed play they had that we gotta kind of maneuver our way through. What that boy Nip say, think it's time we finally wiggle out they mazes.
yeah, it's a trust thing. I always that's why I land at like we don't trust each other. Our immediate response is nigga gonna cheat or beat me, right? And I don't subscribe to that. I'm gonna give every person the benefit of the doubt until you show me something different. And I think in our community, we're taught to distrust our brother before we trust him. Like, prove to me I can trust you, and then I'll trust you. Whereas sometimes we can go into other cultures and just blindly trust them, like just blindly,
Yep,
like a
yep, yep.
So
like
you
Gunner's
want to
lawyer.
tell me I completely trusted the white man that hired me at Allied some damn near 12, 13 years ago?
Huh?
I don't
What
get
you
that.
saying, Kareem?
I said,
He's saying that the person that hired him at his job, he completely trusted.
No, we're not saying that. We saying that if put it like this, if you had a
Well,
white
that's
man
relevant.
come up to you and tell you, you know, he was dressed nicely, he was probably driving something real nice, you're gonna probably think
mm,
this white man may be, business savvy. You may take his, and I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying the general public. A
I
white
got it.
man come up in a nice car, well dressed, they gonna be like, this man, he can. We gonna believe him. Oh, you trying to sell me? So, okay, yeah, well, you might be a shyster, but if you say it the right way, all right, okay, let me see what you got to go. Whereas if a black man pulled up on you, you might think scammer. He's swiping cards. Oh, he might be dealing. It's just the mental conditioning that's there. is what I think he kind of speaking to.
Well, when you've been burnt by black people that you put in leadership roles and they burnt you, what you think they're gonna think of everybody else to come around?
Same
I
thing they
already
should
said
think
this
about
before.
the
Traumas
white
and
folks that we put.
from days before will resonate when you're adulthood.
Yeah, but we've been fucked
But we
by
get away
white
from the
folks in
topic
power
at
for
hand.
years.
What is too black, bruh?
And snake come in all types, all shapes, all colors. There ain't just one race to a snake, bro. So
Like,
that's
And you
once you
use the word
realize that,
snake,
you're
but
gonna
see,
not
you know what?
just look and say, "Oh, these black people burn," and it's white people that can burn you, or Spanish people. It's all type of people that can burn you. It's not just black. So once
But
you
look what you
realize
just did.
it's just two types. It's good people and it's bad people. It's people that do good business and it's people that do bad business. Your objective is to avoid the bad. That's it.
And
It's
that's
not
why I
about,
say
oh, I gotta stay with
I'm
blah, blah,
equal.
blah. Nah,
I'm
avoid
equal
the bad.
opportunity racist, black. I did. I ain't bad motherfuckers anybody, black, man. Whatever color you
Yeah,
is.
man.
Yeah, whatever color you is. Diversity is key.
I'm not gonna say, okay, I done been fucked over by black people, yeah. But I'm
yeah,
not
Black
gonna say,
day,
but
oh,
I,
all
you're
black people are gonna
multicultural,
fuck me
bro.
over
You
now.
you
No, bro.
skateboard.
I done also did really good business with my brothers, like here in the CMB. So why would
Right.
I ever say, oh, all black people? Nah,
And you were the same person that said some time ago that you did business with black people and they fucked you over. That's why you literally doing business with black people.
I never said.
Did
I
you say
just
that?
said right
You
now.
never said that?
I've never said that ever,
All right,
ever.
say that.
I've never said that. What I said was what I just said. I've done business with all type of people. Black people done fucked over, white people done fucked. I don't hold people account by their race. I done did great business with black people too. The fuck?
And he in the business with all niggas. Chill out, bro.
You
Chill
out
out,
your
bro.
damn mind.
You just want to
Hey, both
argue.
of them fucked me over, but
I mean, white folks been fucking us over in business since jump off, so we get that. Black folks can do it too. I don't care. I'm looking for good business that I can put into my black community.
That's it. Simple as that.
You'll never hear me say, "Oh, I ain't gonna spend my money with no black people because one black person did me." No, 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 no. That's giving up on your people.
Plus, if you black and a nigga done got you with one good scam, one good time, nigga, you should already see the red flags coming. So, tighten up.
Hey man, Kareem is a person that black people did him so wrong in every aspect that he tried to go into eventually. So y'all know why he feel the way he feels. Like I understand, I honestly feel him because I know how he got fucked over, bro. He told us how he got fucked over. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't do business with black people for those reasons, bro. He ain't the only one black person that feel that way. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? Is it right? No, it's not right. Is it wrong? I can't say it's wrong because he's been fucked over so many times. You feel me? That's it's
So
the same
what is
way.
exactly what is
Wait.
Kareem's
Hold
stance
on.
exactly though?
That he really don't trust his own people, and we all know that. That's the whole stance.
You say that he don't trust who?
He don't trust his people.
No, here's the thing. Kareem trusts in people. I don't trust nobody. Let
I
that be
think we agree
understood.
then, Kareem. I agree then. Don't trust nobody because I don't put a color on it. It don't matter. I don't trust none of I just trust what you show me.
Hold on, brother.
Hey,
I know
Exactly.
where the white man coming from.
Exactly.
I know where he coming
Whoa.
from.
How you know
I
that?
See, there
trust him.
goes that
No,
blanket
see, that's
coverage
just,
that you place,
bro.
How
Don't
bro.
how
do
you
that,
That's
know
bro.
that's
where
what
Be
I
white
black.
man
never
is
Don't
I
do that.
coming
never.
from?
hey,
We don't do
hey,
Don't do
blanket
that, black.
covered
No, no,
insurance.
that's
We do.
valid
hey,
question. I'm not
hey,
challenging
hey,
you.
hey,
You said
hey,
something.
If he
How do
deceived
you
me,
know
I
where
should
white
already know
man's
that's where
coming
his
from?
objective is. If he lied to
hey,
me, I already know that's where he coming from is. For 400 years, we know what the white man doing. I expect more out of you as a brother than I do me the way I know he gonna do me. What are you talking about, son?
Okay, so
I
the
know
times
he
that
gonna
we know you got fucked over, was that black business? Do we know? Like, was that black owned businesses that fucked you
Yes,
over?
yes, yes. Black
Okay,
people
so if
fucked him
we
yes
over.
know
sir.
it was
Yep,
black, so it was black owned businesses that
yep,
fucked you over, but we know we
yep.
been getting fucked by white folks from the jump since before niggas could even
Right.
I
say
ain't gonna say that
black
when it come to
business.
me.
We've been getting fucked by white
I ain't
folks
saying
since
that when it
before
come
you
to
could
me.
even say black business, right? So it's not new. It's not a white or black thing. That's a business thing. It's either good or bad business. Now, when you had the white folks, of course, they rigged the game. We get that. We get the game was rigged for them. But at this point, now that there is a such thing as black business, you feel what I'm saying? Let's try to just focus on good business and keep it inside our black communities. And I
Bruh,
think that's I
Like I
think
it's
tell
that's
you
the
right
always
key.
now,
been black
when I
business.
go to a black
It's
owned
always been black
restaurant,
business. It's always
I
been
don't
black business.
mind waiting an extra 20
Ain't black
minutes.
business in
Because I
2023
know
ain't
my
nothing of a
food's gonna
nuance.
be cooked right, and I know I'm supporting something that's supporting me. So I don't mind waiting the extra 20, 30 minutes for the food in the black restaurant.
Yeah, we got to give our black businesses a break. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to be patient or even pay an extra quarter because I know they're not, you know what I'm saying, able to offer the price point as Walmart. I think we got to give
Right.
our black businesses some type of love, right? I'm willing to work with you. Now, bad service is bad service, but that don't mean I have to demoralize them. They're getting their shit together, and I might need to give them some feedback, but I'm not gonna stop patronizing them or be extra critical of them in their building process. I think a lot of us aren't willing to give our brother the benefit of the doubt. I'm paying my money, I deserve this and that, right? But there's challenges on the other side that you got to be aware of. So I think that's a great point. You don't mind bending a little bit to do business with your people. I don't think a lot of us think that way, and that's a problem.
Hey, salute, Chico, for real. And I see it. Just because you go across the street, they might be able to give it to you 15 minutes faster, or they're open at certain times. Nah, like you gotta be willing to support your people and wait, because you know it's gonna be better. At the end of the day, it's gonna be better. Now, also, you might have to travel a little bit further to get to a black-owned business. A lot of us do things for the convenience. I understand that. But if you got to go an extra 2, 3 miles to get to that black-owned business, shit, you gotta do it. I feel like if we could shop with a black-owned business at least 2 times a week, that's at least we starting. How y'all feel about that?
Oh, I agree, Brody. I practice that heavily out here in the H. I go out to eat. I'm always gonna be looking at black owned business. Hey, if we going out, somebody got to get it. Why not my people? You know. But I also go to
Hey,
those black owned establishments and see white people in there too. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I
That
get at
too.
when I say let's keep it a black business, black owned business. Black is still just good business, but we take everybody dollars, man. I don't mind you helping build. We finna deny them the opportunity to do the same.
hey, how do many of us know what the black business is in our communities, though? We don't even know who they is. And before we can start go spending, we don't even know where they at. First of all, we got to get the knowledge of
Yeah,
where they
we got like
is.
little social
Yeah, you
media
got you
pages and
got to
shit.
know.
Like we in H, they got like little social media pages and shit. Like there be some
Oh, you
shit
know
out
where
here.
they at.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
just
know
gotta
where
go
they
Your
at.
find
words,
them. Okay.
50.
Hey,
That's
they
exactly
will.
why people got to leave the house. We can't be all in the
yeah,
house. We got to move
I don't
around
know where they
sometimes
at.
and get in touch with our community,
I'm
move
gonna keep
around,
it real, bro.
see
I
the
don't know where
people.
they at. I don't know where they at. I'm gonna keep it real. Now I
Yeah, I
know
went
the
looking
people that
for
Send
them
I
me
for
go.
send me
real.
what
Like I put
neighborhood
it
you in,
in on the
50. I'm
social.
gonna get you a list. Send me what neighborhood you in. I'm gonna
I'm
get you a
in,
list, bro.
I'm the west side of Chicago. I
All right.
want a grocery store, all that, bro. Cause I want to spend my money with my people, bro. I want my people to grow, bro. Like I'm tired of spending my money with these other we don't even spend our people money with most of the money we spend with Arabs, bro. I'm gonna keep it real.
All
Spend
right.
that money with
All in our
everybody else.
community, hey,
Shit, a black
all in our
supermarket would
community,
be
bro. It's
nice,
all
man.
Arabs,
That's
bro.
oh,
I ain't gonna
Like,
hold
come
you,
on, man.
Phil. When I was up there in Chicago last time, it was all on the south side. But I don't know
You
how
know what I'm
it's
saying?
been a minute since I've been up there though.
Shit,
Now
don't let the
I
neighborhood
know.
get gentrified. You ain't gonna find none of us there.
Hey, they gentrifying them already, Kareem. They taking them over.
You ain't gonna,
They
so
hit.
you ain't gonna find none of us there. They're gonna cater to the
Hey,
people that they want to
hey,
be
look,
there.
man.
It ain't
Look out
you.
east. Hey, out east in Chicago, they let them boys rapidly kill each other over there. You hear me? When I say rapidly kill each other, broad daylight, 3, 4 murders, all that. You ain't gonna hear about it because it ain't national news. It's our news. But we from the streets, I
You
know what's
now
going
you
on.
right though. Like when
You know
we
what I'm
look at
saying?
black owned businesses, especially up here, a lot of times it's restaurants, barbershops. You might see a couple lounges, bars. We need to have black hardware stores. You know what I'm saying? Black, like anything you need, you can go get it from a black business. Let's not just be the
Wait a minute, we ain't got.
entertainment and the food. Let's give them the utilities too.
What about the beauty supply? That's the easiest shit to do, and we still going
Ooh,
to the Koreans. That's crazy.
that should be jamming, Chico.
You're not, but the black woman is. Maybe some ways you're financing, you buying the ad, whatever may have you. But like I said, we always gonna have to incorporate everybody else. We went left the whole far to the left side of the field. We're always gonna have to incorporate everybody else for whatever it is that we want to do. That's why that
All
debate on
businesses have
January
to
13th is
incorporate
easy.
everybody. Everybody has to incorporate everybody in the business, sir. No one's building a business for only their people.
I feel to honestly go with anything other than trying to reach to everybody when you doing business, and we just talking business from this standpoint, which means revenue, which means you trying to get as many heads in there as possible. It would literally be the most idiotic thing possible to do to only reach out to the smallest portion of people in your country. Like, we make up the smallest portion of the work of this country, but that's who we gonna push all our business for just them. It don't even make it. It's just like a basic business no type shit. Hell no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think we answered this title. The amends has to be made within the black community before we can go and make treaties outside of our own community. Let's make amends with each other first.
To speak to the title, I feel like we've been made amends with them because we their number one consumer. How am I not having amends with you and I'm spending a whole bunch of bread with you? Maybe we looking for amends on a different type of level, like representation or inclusivity, but on a financial level, we the reason they rocking.
That is true. And you guess what we're doing now also? We're asking them, can you, will you? Don't you think that you should give us reparations? We're asking for something that we're asking them to compensate us with. You know you did wrong. All the money that you got off of my ancestors' slavery, can you please compensate me for that? Or their guilt will allow them to say, well, we've messed them over for so long. Let us give them something. They deserve more than what they're getting. Do you know? I was while Joe was doing his thing earlier. Watch this. In the state of Georgia today, on this day, they moved the map again. The Republicans presented a notion to rezone the map for voting purposes. And guess where they moved the map from? Where there were cities that was in the surrounding area of Atlanta. So now, when the people of Atlanta and the corresponding areas that surround it go to vote for their president or whoever this upcoming year, the map has been changed to be more dominated for Republicans. Did they give a fuck about the being diverse? No. They changed that law so it would be so it would be more subjective for their own way at the end. And that's the Republicans. And the Democrats, they appealed, whatever have you. But a judge that Obama selected, which is more of a Democratic judge, said that it needed to be redistricted because it was an unfair practice towards the Republican people in that area that was in the minor, not the major. So once again, I will say to you, like I said before, and anybody got a problem with it, I can respect it. We can talk about it. You're trying to get your best position within their game. That's it. That's all.
Do me a favor. Can you please escort me to the other game? I want to play that one now.
Well, there's no other game to be played in town because that's the only game in
So
town.
what are you talking about? So what you talking about?
Here's the thing.
So what you talking about?
You talk about group
So stop calling it
economics,
their
buying your
game.
own
It's
real estate,
the
buying your own
game.
property, but you're gonna get that shit from them.
I'm not gonna holler
So
at you.
all you want to do is the best thing that you can do is achieve the best mark for you and the people that's like you, and have that. Oh, I own this, we own that. But if we default on any of them things, here they come. Because at the end of the day, we're playing their game and trying to be the best out of it. The people that's already at the top already know this.
You know what they call that? That's stinking thinking. I ain't defaulting on nothing. So first off, that's
Okay?
stinking thinking. I don't attest to stinking thinking. And second,
I
stop
respect
calling
it,
it
brother. It's
their
not
game.
thinking thinking.
It's the game. It's only one game. They happen to be in control of said game because of the positions they're in. But here's the fun fact:
Yo,
we
this
live
is
in
Theory
America.
Thursday. I thought Joe just sat up here for like 4 hours and told us how the game that we playing, they created. Did I miss something? Not one
So
time
we
did
should
he
just
have
quit.
anything to
So we
say was
should just
about black
quit.
people.
So we just quit. Just give up then, huh? Ain't
I ain't
nothing. Ain't
telling
no
you to do
hope.
nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's why
No,
I
I'm
ain't
just
telling
you
saying.
you to
What
do
would
can't
you
nothing.
get
advise?
anywhere.
What would you advise?
I
You
ain't
ain't. You
telling you
ain't
to do
telling me
nothing.
to do nothing. You right. You right. You ain't telling
I
me to
ain't
do
telling you to do
nothing.
nothing, bro.
I'm asking you to tell us to do something because all you've given is
Do your
the.
best. Do your best. Do your best for you and yours and like-minded, like people that's like you to be elevated in their game. Find your position. Everybody else has, but you'll never be. It will never be your game. You're not gonna have a black nation in the white nation. It ain't gonna never work. And y'all can call me Debbie Downer, whatever me have you. I'm with CMB
Now
for
So
that's
one
you.
purpose of all, changing
That's
the
you want
narrative
to
for
be
us as a
sovereign.
people.
That's you want to have your own constitution. You want to live outside of the game. I'm going to play the game. It's just two different perspectives. We're not arguing the same thing, sir.
So you're
Thank
gonna
you.
always be 3/5 of a man in their game. You gonna actually think you get civil rights in their game. If they go to the booth
We
tomorrow
talk.
and change the
Wait,
Second
wait.
Amendment, you gonna still play their
Can I
game.
answer that?
But that's
How
their
Or
word.
we
many
just talking
how
at me?
many
It's
rich
part of
three fifths of a
waking
nigga you
up.
know? How many
Nope,
rich
no
niggas
So,
good,
you
no
know?
still,
I
don't do
can't
so
it.
name
Ray,
one of
Don't
them.
do it.
Ray,
I'm
I
let me.
dealing
can't
with
Can
it.
name
I
one of
answer
them.
him? Can I answer him? You still talking about me, the person, or my corporation? Which one we talking about? Because I'm talking about the corporation, not talking about the person.
We are in a corporation, so there's nobody else. The straw man don't exist.
So stop telling me I'm three fifths of a man, because it don't fucking matter in business, in corporate America, my guy.
You classify as what? Like we can do this, Chico. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm
I
classified
understand what the
as
notion is.
a limited liability corporation on my way to becoming an S corp to eventually become incorporated. Um, I'll let you ponder on that research, my guy.
I'll do the research. I have no problem. You know me. All the information y'all give, I do the research. But see, what I do
Who
know,
runs?
what I'm starting to understand when it comes to you,
Who
they gave you
who
a
runs
spot in
America?
Netflix, and now you want to
Who runs
multi
America?
that.
Oh my God. Come on.
That was a fucking telemarketing job, you goofy. Who runs America?
Yeah, but you was the leader of people then too.
It's a
Remember
low
that?
blow.
That's
That's a low
fine.
blow.
I
Ain't
was
no
a
low
W
blow.
two employee. I was a
What
W
you
two
mean?
employee. I had no power. All they
And he
did
took
was
the
steal all
knowledge
my
and he want to do
ideas.
better for himself. They ain't
Hey,
no low
hey,
blow.
hey,
Why
hey,
wouldn't people say certain things? Y'all talking about low blows.
I feel like no.
He
You know
learned the
why I feel
game.
like? Let me explain why I feel like
He
it's a low
learned the
blow.
game.
For
I
you to
don't know the
go,
game. I learned some of the game
for
from
you to
him.
bring up, for you
Ain't
to
no
bring up
disrespect
my
there.
history. All right, for you to bring up my history in an argumentative way, that's a low blow, because that's you
There's
throwing
no
something
argument. We're
out,
having a
and
discussion.
that's how I'm just feeling that for Chico. That ain't even Chico might not even feel that way. He probably ain't even mind. But I
When
just
did
feel
I
like
say that
that's a
was
low
wrong?
blow to. I'm just saying, if I tell you
When did I
something
say that
three,
was
four,
wrong?
5 months
Chico, did
ago,
I say anything
and
wrong
you
to
bring it
you?
up at me
Because if
yelling,
I
that's
did,
that's low
I
blow.
apologize. It wasn't even of that discretion. We're having a conversation. I don't know the information. They put you in a spot that you learned the information that you could tell your people. Now I'm being disrespectful.
Just
I
because you
took
yelling,
college
I
I
can't. I
classes.
think you yelling.
I
What?
could
No, now this, now
I
this
could
is
see
where you're being disrespectful.
I could see where Dave is
This is
coming
where you
from.
being disrespectful. Because I went to college, my man. I just took this semester off, but I go to school for this, bro. I'm professionally trained by the professionals, and I take that information and decipher it so that our people can understand and know how to action it
And I
for
respect that.
their lives. But it did not. Some of it is lived experience from being in corporate America. But then I went back to school to study business,
Understood. But the only reason
management,
why I
and
brought up the
administration.
Netflix is because you always presented that when I was at Netflix and they gave me charge over people, and when we was in those business meetings, you gave information to other people that never did that, like myself. So for Black Dave or anybody
But
else to say we said something disrespectful, that was not my intent.
no, no, it's not disrespectful. I didn't take it that way. But here's my question to you, Kareem. I was trying to ask, who runs America?
We don't know.
And don't do the Joe Skull Island, the Bloomberg,
Nah, I don't
Bilderberg.
know.
Like, don't give me
I don't
that.
know. I don't know
You
Hey,
who
don't
now
know
runs
who
you want
runs
America.
you
America?
want hey, okay. Why you bring me up
He
for?
can't. He
I
catch a
just want to
strays.
know.
Joe,
Joe
Joe,
catch
I
a
ain't know.
strays, yo.
Say,
Hey,
man.
Joe.
no,
You gonna
no,
Hey,
you gonna
Joe.
stop
Wait,
you
no,
gonna stop discrediting me,
hey,
no,
Chico.
Joe.
You gonna
Hold my
stop
no.
Wait,
pause.
discrediting me, Chico.
wait
I
to stay by
Bro,
your
promise
I'm
you,
mic,
not
stop
Joe.
discrediting
discrediting me.
you, bro.
Wait to
I'm
be
not
by your mic,
discrediting
Joe.
you, bro.
Hey,
That's not what I'm
hey
saying,
Chico, I'm
bro.
sorry.
All I'm saying is I want a
I'm glad
straight
he off
answer.
my ass now, Chico.
I don't want no theory. I
When
want
when
a
when I
straight
talk
answer.
Chico, I don't bring your name up to make a point.
Bro, okay,
Come
okay.
on, guys.
He
Come
butthurt.
on,
I'm
guys.
sorry,
Hey man,
Joe.
no, Chico, I'm glad
I
he
don't
off my
want a
ass, man.
conspiracy answer.
Joe was on
Can
my ass for
somebody
about a whole
can
What
month,
that
man.
somebody
mean? I don't
I
want
answer
a
think
It's
me?
conspiracy
all
answer. What that
I
mean?
take
What
a
does
try.
that
I
I don't
want
know
a
mean?
who run
straight
America.
answer.
I'll take
What
a
I'm
that
try.
asking
mean?
for a
I'll say
straight
So
this.
is all
answer.
conspiracy?
I'll say this.
That's what you said.
I
That's what you
believe.
said, Joe.
I only thing I do is conspiracies.
You
Joe,
know,
I don't want to
come
argue
on,
with
I
you,
was being
Joe.
a smart ass because y'all being smart ass. Whenever
please,
somebody be a
I
smart
don't
ass
I don't
towards me, I
Joe.
be a smart
Joe,
I
ass
don't
right
want to
back.
be a smart
I
ass.
only
please,
do
I'm not trying to
conspiracies.
be a
Joe.
smart ass. I'm
All right,
asking
so
one
Oh
every
simple
God,
time you
question.
bring my name up, you say conspiracy. I don't want to talk
All
conspiracies
right,
like
come on,
Joe.
y'all. Come
come
on,
on,
come on, come
Joe,
on.
come
Let's move
on, Joe,
I'm
chill
forward.
over here
out,
Let's move
bro.
chilling. You
forward.
just brought me up in your
Hey,
conversation
Joe,
with Kareem.
That was nasty work, but we
Man,
gonna keep
Joe,
it moving.
come on, Joe, it's all
I
right,
don't
Joe.
want to hear about the Skull Island. I want to know who runs America in 2023.
I'll say
Who
this. It got to
I
be
don't
controls
know.
somebody with ties
America?
to the UK.
You don't know.
Because why Queen of
It's
England own all of Harlem? It got to be
it's
somebody with ties to the UK. They run probably America and part of the world.
Prince
I,
Charles with now. She dead.
look. I could be wrong, but I think we are ran by a group of Fortune 500 companies, the corporation,
That's
who
BlackRock.
pay the
feasible. It's a
lobbyists,
corporation.
who make the
That's
Yeah.
laws.
feasible. I'll
Okay.
give you
I
that.
rock with you.
So if we're ran by corporations, you're telling me I can't get into this corporate circle if I start my own corporation and structure it the way they did,
A
or
lot
I'm
of
out
people
because
probably on that
I'm three
Epstein
fifths
Yeah,
of a
list.
man.
there's a limit to where you're gonna go.
A lot of people on
Well,
that
I have a
Epstein
guy from
list.
my city. His name's Byron Allen. There's no limit on where he can go. He's still going. So I don't
Hey
confess
yo,
to the I'm limited
who was
because
here when
I'm black.
Nino brought the expert from the movie? We'll let a few into the game. We'll let
I
a
don't
few
want to
into the
hear I
game.
don't want to hear about no movie. I just simply asking you who runs the country, and can you create a company that can mirror the companies that currently run this country?
I
Or
don't
you're
think so.
prevented from doing that because you're three fifths of a man. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
be
so.
All
tangible
right,
here
Chico, I want
and
to
get
ask you a
somewhere.
question now, Chico.
I don't know. I don't know,
I want to ask you a
Joe. I
question.
don't know. I don't want no smoke with you.
Where you
That's
think the
not what I was
conversation
trying to
gonna
do.
go? We talk about money 24/7.
What you want to talk about, Joe?
No,
Pyramids?
no, no,
Let's
no,
go.
no. Cause
What's that's gonna do
this
for
Money.
my
became
children's
clear.
Money.
future?
You only like talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
money. You don't want to talk about
Money.
nothing else but
Money.
money. So if
It's
we talk
clear
about
you have.
money
I'm
twenty
not
four
talking about
seven,
money.
you making it
Am
clear
I
you
talking
don't
about
want to
money,
talk
Joe?
about money 24/7.
and
Am
you
I
don't want to
talking
do
about money,
conspiracy
Joe?
talk. You don't want you don't want to know about Skull
Am
Island. You
Brother
I
want to know
talking
Chico
about
about
earned their
money,
game,
Joe?
and he gave us the game.
Joe,
Salute
am
to
I
him.
am I talking about money, Joe? Joe, am I talking about money, or am I talking about power and control?
You're talking about economic power on a collective, group economics rather,
Okay, I'm
not
done.
individual
Yo, I got
economics.
a
I'm done.
story. I got a story.
I'm done.
I
I'm
can
gonna
read
mute
a
up for the
story.
rest of the day. Thank y'all for the conversation. God bless you. Good.
all right,
Thank you for the
okay.
I
conversation
got a
too,
I
We'll keep
got a
brother.
talking.
story. I can read a story.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. It's a Thomas Tom Cooper, a 56-year-old real estate broker with Douglas Elliman, tragically died by suicide on December 26th. He was found on the pavement of his home at East 76 around 7:19 a.m. He was transported to Well Cornell Medical. Cooper was a successful real estate broker who had been with Douglas Elliman since 2002, and he was among the top 5% of the agents nationwide. He had also worked for Sotheby's